it's Candus, and I want to invite you to Confidence with QuickBooks. So I created this beautiful page for you, but the truth is it's easiest if I can just explain myself through video. You'll notice if you ever get emails from me, they're usually short and sweet because honestly, it's just easier for me to communicate with you guys on video. So what you're going to find and what is Confidence with QuickBooks, check out this whole page. There's testimonials, there's more detail, but I want to give you just the Candus version of what to expect, okay? So Confidence with QuickBooks, what is it? Why did I create it? So if you don't know, I'm Candace Kampfer. I've been teaching QuickBooks, I realized, since 2006. So it's going to be in like the 10-year mark, which is kind of crazy actually. But I've worked with all kinds of different entrepreneurs, and I come from, I'm not a CPA, I'm not a tax professional. I am an entrepreneur, and I have that viewpoint. So if you've ever watched any of my tips and tricks on YouTube or on my blog, you'll notice I'm very cut and dry, like do this, very like inspirational, but yet very basic. And I speak English. I speak language. Like I'm not a CPA style person. So a few years ago, I went to get my hair cut and at my hairdresser's, and I went there and I was trying to talk her into getting a location closer to town because I'm selfish, honestly. It's more convenient for me. But I also could refer her more business. And I said to her, hey, why don't you go get a location closer to town? And she said she didn't know why, or she didn't know how much she needed to make to be able to do that. And we went into a whole conversation about that because I also love entrepreneurship. And so I always talk to everybody about entrepreneurship. So I said to her, well, how do you do your taxes? And it came down to she was using QuickBooks, which, as you'll learn, is my wheelhouse. It's my specialty. So I'm like, hurry up and get done cutting my hair. And I showed her the 3 clicks that it takes to get in and really be able to manage and grow your business. So if you don't know, what I love about QuickBooks is that you can manage your life, because we all know that entrepreneurship and life, they go together. So the more successful your business is, the easier it is on your life, let's be honest. And so I showed her the 3 clicks to get a profit and loss, and she realized, she looked at me and she's like, that's what I've been making? Because at that point, she'd been using QuickBooks for 6 years or so, and she had never pulled a report. Can you believe that? All she was doing was backing it up, or her ex-husband, who was her husband at the time, had been backing it up and sending it off for her. And she had never looked at her profit and loss to see how her business was doing. She just kind of kept plugging along. Wasn't really making as much money as she wanted, but she kept plugging along. So I sat down with her. I showed her all of the years she'd ever done in QuickBooks. And she looked at me, and I could tell she felt emotional. She said, that's what I've been doing? And I said, yeah. And it hit me like a ton of bricks. And on the way home that day, as I was driving, I said to myself, I don't want another entrepreneur to not be able to make life and business decisions because they don't have the reports they need, or they haven't designed QuickBooks in a way that they can manage their business. And so that's when I started putting together the concept. I had been teaching QuickBooks for years at that point, I think 7 or 8 years, working with clients one-on-one in my local area. I live in California. And I said, you know what, Candace, you're being selfish, not sharing your gifts with the world, right? Not making life easier for other entrepreneurs. So I created Confidence with QuickBooks. I originally started with QuickBooks e-course. I've transformed that into Confidence with QuickBooks, and it's really a 5-week course. Okay, so now you know why I created it. It's 5 weeks. In week 1, we do foundation, and this information is all down below in the information about the course. But week 1, we do foundation, and that's where I teach you, if you're brand new, how to install QuickBooks. You may not need that if you've been using QuickBooks for a while, but it's a great module because I teach you mindset. So I'm about not just the how-tos, but understanding the mindset behind QuickBooks. So we do navigation and installation. That's kind of foundation. And then in week 2, we talk about vendors and entering your bills, and if you have independent contractors, like I teach you how do you customize QuickBooks to your needs. QuickBooks can do a lot, and if you need it, great, and if you don't, I'll teach you how to keep it simple. So we talk about expenses in week 2. In week 3, we talk about income, everything you're going to need to know about invoicing and sales tax and sales receipts, and if you don't want any of that and you want to keep it simple, I talk about that too. And then in week 4, we jump into the banking center, and this is where I teach you how to do your income and your expenses all in the banking center, how to properly track credit cards, how to make sure you're doing reconciliations. This is the one that, whether you take my course or not, you need to be doing reconciliations. And this is where you need to do all the other parts to get to this place, but that's what we do in week 4. And then 5 is reports, which is probably, Banking Center and reports are my 2 favorites because they're how you really can develop QuickBooks for a business. And we talk about taxes, and we talk about year end, and we talk about backing up, and users and all that, but we also keep it really simple. And my favorite thing about Confidence with QuickBooks is not only do you get in and all of the course is online, you can do it from your home or work or wherever you need it, but every week you get 2 opportunities to work with me personally. On Tuesdays, we do what's called office hours, where you can get in and ask me questions, and I answer your specific questions about how to apply QuickBooks to your business. And on Thursdays, we sit down and do a live Q&A where you can get on and you can ask me questions. Now, if you want to learn payroll or inventory, that's not really what I designed the course for. But what I gave you an opportunity is to do a VIP upgrade, and it's an extra $200, and you can get to work with me personally, which is an awesome deal, because typically to work with me for an hour to 90 minutes is $250 per session. And so this is an opportunity for you to work with me for $200 for 2 times. So really great deal. It's where we work virtually. I get to see your system and everything. So if you really want to customize QuickBooks to your business, yes, you get support no matter which way you decide to take the course. But if you decide to do the VIP upgrade, you get to work with me personally. It's a great opportunity. If you want to work with me, you've been using QuickBooks for a while and you want to customize it a little bit more, that's your opportunity to do it. You'll get my support in the other one, but it's just a one-on-one support if you do the VIP upgrade. So I hope that makes sense. I just wanted to create the video because it's so much easier for me to explain it. And the last thing I want to say is what makes my course different than somebody else's course. I talk about it on the page, but the reality is there is nobody else like me. You know, for a long time I always thought, well, what makes me different? Well, I'm a CPA, but what makes me different is you get support. What makes me different is you get me. If you've been watching me for any time, you know that I'm just different. I come from an entrepreneurial standpoint. I'm going to teach you the simplest way. Anytime you ask me a question, I'll probably ask you a couple questions to verify what you actually need. Because it's not just one size fits all. I've worked with doctors, construction, consultants, bottling companies, communication companies, like all different kinds of businesses. Who is, I would say, this course for is anybody who's willing to put the time commitment in, who's ready to learn QuickBooks, who's tired of trying to watch YouTube videos or do it yourself. You just want to know how to do it. You know some areas, but you want to understand more of it. You want to, you might have been using it for years and you know how to click on like one area. You know how to get to your things in one way, but you don't really feel overall confident in using QuickBooks. That's why I called it Confidence with QuickBooks. It's about learning how to really use it, and not that you have to master it, but you understand it enough that you can do with it what you want. You can customize it to your business, and yet still go spend time with your family. Like, I want it to be simple enough that it gives you time to do other areas of your business or spend time with your family. You probably know I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm going to teach you how to do it, but I'm also a realist. Like, I get behind on my own bookkeeping and I teach QuickBooks. So I get that you're busy. So thank you for being here. Thank you for trusting me. Check out and join me in the course. I will tell you this. I only open the course twice a year. And the reason is because I work with clients one-on-one the rest of the year. And to work with me one-on-one varies depending on what you want to learn, from anywhere from $250 for a one-time call, which I mentioned earlier, to $1,000 to learn the stuff I'm showing you in here. So for the investment, it is a great opportunity. Not only do you get to learn the how-tos of QuickBooks, get the opportunity to check it out, but you get me no matter what. It's just at what level do you get to work with me. Either I'm there or you get to work with me privately and you get all the other support. You get both, and there's some awesome bonuses. So check those out below and register. There is an early bird special depending on when you're seeing this video, where you get to save $50. There's also a couple different options. You can do a 2-pay option if you want instead of the full payment if it's better for you. I don't care how you join. Just don't wait any longer. It's April. And if you don't start now, we're going to start the course in May. It's going to be the end of the year before I open it again. And I don't want you to go, oh, I got to go back and do all of 2016. Don't wait. Join the course. Because the course starts, join the course ends April 29th, and the course starts May 2nd. And I'm going to be in there, I'm going to be helping you, I'm going to be supporting you along the way. But this is also like tough love. Stop procrastinating. If you found this video, if you found me and all of YouTube and all of Google and all of the world, then we're meant to work together. All right? Join me. I'm excited to help you. And if for some reason this isn't the right time, I get it. There'll be a waiting list for next time, but I promise you, it's the right time. I'll see you inside Confidence with QuickBooks. Thank you for checking me out. Thank you for being here. I just thought this video would be so much easier to create. And I'll add some little testimonials at the end of this. And there's testimonials throughout. I have a lot more testimonials. I just haven't had the time to do it. If you have any questions, email me. I will give you an email link inside the video. And there's also one inside the page. And there's a little comment question box at the bottom. So come join me. Check out Confidence with QuickBooks. Oh, I forgot to tell you, there's a huge thing. There's a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you can check it out. If it's not everything you thought it was going to be, you can email me and let me know, but I don't think that's going to happen. So I look forward to seeing you. Stay tuned on this video. I will give you some testimonials to check out, and then go register. I look forward to seeing you inside of Confidence with QuickBooks. Have an amazing day. Bye.
I've been working with Candus for well over 10 years now, and we love the work she does. It's always, we've never had a problem, and it's always good financial statements that we get from her, great financial statements that are very clean and easy to work with so that we can get the tax returns done professionally.
I just wanted to let you guys know that if taking this course from Candus, it's really great. I'm a tax professional, and I wasn't able to really utilize QuickBooks too much until I took her classes, and she's very patient and she taught us a lot, and we really love the way the P&Ls come out for us to do taxes at the end of the year. So I just wanted to let you know how great it is.
So my name is Diana, and my husband and I have owned a trucking and construction related business for just shy of 10 years. And when we started our business, I had never been a QuickBooks user before, nor was I ever a bookkeeper. And in the first meeting with Candus, at the flip of the opening of my laptop, she immediately dove right into just explaining the software in layman's terms. And where we are at this far in, just shy of 10 years, my level of confidence and the whole ease of our business for truly using QuickBooks to make it practical and easy and understandable to use, Candus has totally brought that to our business, and I am so very, very grateful. I recommend her to everybody that I run across that we do business with, and anybody that we meet with. I always throw her name out there and send her their way with email and her webpage, because she is just incredibly easy to work with. She's fun, she's spirited, she is very motivated and driven to do what she's doing, and she's really, really good at it. Her ability is awesome, and I would recommend her all the time.
Through her level of knowledge and expertise in QuickBooks, I now have the confidence to train our office staff on my own. Candus is an amazing person. She will help you learn QuickBooks so your knowledge and abilities in utilizing QuickBooks will help make your business run more efficiently and effectively. I don't know what I would do without QuickBooks. I couldn't imagine the old way of handwritten everything. She will help you with this course. Don't hesitate if you're thinking of taking it. Get on board so you can learn how to fly on your own.